Hi everybody, just another topic come to mind. When I get a little download, decided to just put it out there into the world. Now, there's something that I thought about today, and it's called the Narcissistic Downgrade. Now, if you've ever been interwoven with a narcissist or some sort of toxic personality, and then after the discard, whether you discarded them or they discarded you, after the discard, you'll notice how they rush into things very, very quickly with another source. Now, when they do this, they don't really choose wisely. They go for that low-hanging fruit, the rotten fruit. They grab anything they can, okay? And they'll jump straight into a relationship with this person. They'll start posting on their social media. They may even have children. They may even get married. But what starts to happen is they regret what they've done. But they don't have the comprehension with their mindset to be able to comprehend what they've done. See, as I look back there, they don't realize what's going to come behind them afterwards. So they forever will be in pain and sorrow. So don't let what someone's done to you in the past dictate how you are in the future. One thing I will say is practice healing. Don't just look to rush into a relationship. Yeah? Don't just look to rush into the next thing, because healing is a very corny kind of word, but really if you practice self-love and you practice taking time by yourself, focus on your projects, focus on work, focus on what you need to do, and totally cut them out of your life, you'll reap the benefits of it. Now, the one thing that I'll advise you to do is don't look at their social media. If you catch one look of it, you see them all entertaining the thing, it's all a show for you. They're doing it all for you. Yeah, they're putting all of their stuff out there to basically promote how they're happy for you. Okay, now just they'll always downgrade. Back to the original topic, they'll always downgrade. Do you know why they downgrade? It's because they're not able to really, they wasn't able to deal with you. Yeah, you didn't let things go their way. You always gave them a bit of trouble. You gave them this thing, so they decided to push you as far away as possible, to put you on the shelf for a moment so you can come and get you back later on. But don't wish for them to come back and get you later on. You need to say to yourself, I would never let that person back into my life. And by you practicing that, saying I would never let that person back into my life, you actually done the discard. You actually, sorry about that, you actually was the one who terminated it, because they're not serious. They function on some negative, evil kind of functioning with how they operate and with how they process their emotions, if they've even got any. They're very, very weird characters. Now, there's stuff all over the internet that talks about narcissism and narcissistic personality disorder and stuff like this, like it's a mental condition and they can get help. Let's just say, with our primitive mind, our primitive thinking as human beings, we've just characterized a title that is basically the result of dealing with someone who's intertangled with very dark energy, dark spirits, the devil, whatever you want to call it. They're intertangled with that, so they're basically functioning on that wavelength. So imagine we've got two streams. Yeah, one stream is the positive source, one stream of being the negative source. Okay, they're functioning on that negative source. You see, even with the sun's shining on one side of my face, but we've got the dark side. Now, we may mix up the two. Just us being human, we make mistakes, we do things wrong and stuff like that. But they're totally functioning on a different wavelength, a different source, that's what they're functioning on entirely. So when you're thinking you're having a conversation about A, really they've got it in their mind. They're not thinking about B, C, D, E. They're thinking about F. Yeah, and F is the right one, I said, because they're looking to F you up. That's what they're looking to do. And it's hard because us, from our point of view, we was in the relationship thinking it was a caring sort of relationship and stuff like that, but it wasn't that at all. They were completely deranged human beings. They're completely deranged human beings, and they're totally functioning on a negative energy source. They're functioning on a crazy type of source, and that's what they're going about their everyday lives with. So when we're looking at them from our mind, we can't comprehend what they're doing, because it's just pure evil. They're the scum of the earth, pure evil. Now, this is all, we won't just categorize it by narcissism. That's a broad term that everyone's using, but it's not what people are saying it is. It's you're basically dealing with the devil himself. And that's why you cannot comprehend how they could hurt you or do this stuff to you so much. The best thing that I can say is take your time, study. There's so much content all over YouTube. Study these things. If you don't like watching YouTube, read a book, but just study it, yeah? And don't just you've got to understand, they're not going to come up to you and say, I regret it, because their mask has already shifted, yeah? They're not going to come up to you and say, oh, I'm sorry for what I done, because they know they can't gain nothing with that. They don't gain anything with honesty. They don't do anything with honesty. They don't function with honesty, okay? So by them, they're not gonna ever come and do that. That's us thinking that's what a normal person would do. You make a mistake, you do something wrong, you try to seek amends, you try to repair the situation. They're not gonna do that. They're gonna do something crazy, yeah? They're gonna scan your social media accounts. They're going to be looking to see if you've got a new partner. Now, don't play the game that they're doing and rush out and get a partner and advertise your partner on there, because you're just stooping to their frequency. Remember, this energy source is trying to drag you to their frequency and their way of thinking. It's trying to drag you there to make you function like them. They were trying to do it when they were with you. They were trying to make you like them when they were with you. They couldn't believe that someone so pure, someone so positive, someone so loving, someone so caring would actually do something. And the reason why we attract these relationships, because we're good people. Whether you're an empath, you're a caring person, we attract this because when we first go into it, we're blinded to it. We're not awakened yet to what we are, and by us not being awakened to what we are, we then realize that there's someone we think is someone needs help, and they bring out all of our good energy source into them and make us care for them and do this stuff for them, and they're just functioning on that other negative source. Remember, I told you there's two energy sources, one positive, one negative. Let's keep it simple. You want to call it God, you want to call it the devil, you want to call it angels, you want to call it demons, you want to call it whatever you want to call it, but there's two. Even if someone doesn't believe in aliens, angels, demons, God, whatever, we know that there's two. There's love and hate in this life, okay? And they're functioning on that hate source. They're functioning on that that negative vendetta source. They're trying everything in their power to break you down to your core. Now, all I'm going to say is they regret it. Focus on yourself. Do something that makes you happy. Even a simple thing about getting up, jumping in the shower, refreshing yourself, Don't post everything on social media. Don't go to their thing. Disappear. If they try to disappear you, they ghosted you, they done whatever. You disappeared too. You go off the grid. And then when you make your announcement that you're back, make your announcement that you're back. And you don't need to do it after a couple of months. I'm talking, take some time. Take some real time to focus, because it's our own fault as well. We let someone do this, but it's God guiding us through it. He's showing us that there's people out there to this degree. Now we've got this fucking, sorry for swearing, we've got the spiritual glasses to be able to see through and detect these snakes that do this sort of stuff, because they're all around. There's many people in relationships now where they think they're in a loving relationship, but one side is on another, is functioning on a real different kind of source. They're not functioning with honesty. They're not functioning with love. They're functioning to tear you down. Okay, this is another topic that come to mind. Help a brother out. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and drop in from when you can drop in. But at least help a brother out. Let's try and help me get to 1,000 subscribers. I won't start saying dates yet, but let's try and aim. I'm going to try and aim for that. Now, if you felt anything from this video, comment and tell me how you feel. Or maybe I'll explore this subject a bit more. But this channel, there's a lot of topics I've covered already, but they're all interlinked. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I appreciate every single one person that views the video, because all I'm trying to do out here is try to just reach, maybe even if I can help one person in the world, yeah, if I can help one person that's sitting at home, just, you know what I mean, then I can help one person, and that's all I really want to do. So God bless you all. Peace. See you in the next video.